Hello and welcome to Applying AI with Capria Ventures. This is a series where we share all of the updates around generative AI, and we also speak to founders from our portfolio companies. Today I have with me Manan Khurma. He is the founder and CEO of Cuemath. Welcome, Manan.
Thank you, Sandhya, and glad to be here as always speaking with you.
Manan, you and I have known each other for a while, and
Yeah.
I make no bones about the fact that personally, professionally, I have no favorites. Personally, you're one of my favorite founders.
Thank you.
But for the sake of the audience listening to us, maybe you can just share some context about Cuemath and the problem you're solving.
So I run Cuemath, which is a K-12 math tutoring company where tutors based in India do one-to-one high dosage tutoring for K-12 students from across the world. The US is our biggest market. We have like thousands of students in the US, very fast growing market for us. Many other countries as well. India obviously is our home market, that's where we started. And we are trying to build the world's foremost math learning platform. And we think that India is the land of math, and there's no reason why India can't be leading the world in math education. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
And 10 years later, the world has changed a little bit with the advent of transformative technology, AI, and we specifically talk about generative AI.
Yeah.
10 years later, and in the context of AI, how are you looking at leveraging this technology, Manan?
Yeah, I think there are several. So look, what generative AI is doing is, and especially in the context of language and LLMs, right? So language is the medium of information exchange. That's how we talk to each other, communicate with each other, and so on. So and in Cuemath's context, in the work we do, there's a lot of this conversations that happen between various stakeholders, whether it's the teacher and the student, whether it's the teacher and the parent, whether it's the student and the parent, and so on. And I think there are several use cases where generative AI can be leveraged, and we are leveraging it to improve those exchanges. Some of them are straightforward use cases, simple use cases, but a couple of them are actually very deep and I'd say hard to solve use cases that we're working on. So I'll maybe give you a couple of examples. So the obvious straightforward ones are what everyone's doing, like improving your customer support, having AI chatbots that respond in real time, or in our case we also do a lot of progress reporting that we send to parents. So many of those we have automated, or we are in the process of automating. But then there are more challenging or deeper use cases. For example, every child has certain preferences or responds to certain content in different ways. So I might like wildlife, and Sandhya, you might like astronomy. So if both of us are learning fractions, then can I learn fractions in the context of wildlife, and can you learn fractions in the context of astronomy? So can we customize content to more suit student tastes and student preferences? So those are some of the things we are trying, where generative AI can be leveraged to create lots of content variations very fast, based on some templates and some guidance. And then an even deeper and more challenging use case is what we call the teacher co-pilot, which we are in the process of building, and we're already in the early stages of testing a few directions, which is in real time when the teacher is speaking to the student, how do you aid the teacher to say the right things, or say better things, or give out more effective explanations? And that we think is kind of the holy grail, where in real time you can help the teacher teach better, say better things, explain better, and so on. And the analogy I often use is generative AI can help us build this vision I have of an Iron Man suit. If you see the movie Iron Man, you put a human into an Iron Man suit and they can act like a superhuman. So I think of the platform we're building where our teachers teach as this Iron Man suit, and you put a teacher into it, and they can act like a super teacher. And I think generative AI can go a long way in helping us do that.
I promise you there's no bias when I say I think 24-25 is going to be the Cuemath story for all the right reasons. Thanks, Manan. Thanks so much. More power to you.